Welcome to 12 electrical mistakes like overloaded plugs to avoid indoors. Electricity powers our daily lives, but small mistakes indoors can lead to serious fires and shocks. In this video, we highlight 12 common missteps to avoid, from overloaded outlets and wrong wire sizes to missing junction boxes and reversed polarity. We'll cover issues like improper grounding, loose connections, and using extension cords as permanent wiring, plus practical tips to keep circuits safe. Stay with us to learn how to spot red flags and keep your home electricity safe. 1. Overloaded outlets creating fire hazards. Think your power strip can handle everything you throw at it? Think again. Overloading outlets is one of the most common causes of electrical fires. When you plug multiple high-power appliances into a single outlet, you're essentially asking for trouble. Plugging multiple high-power appliances into a single outlet can cause overheating, leading to electrical fires. The scary part is that this happens gradually. The heat builds up inside your walls where you can't see it. Overloaded outlets and circuits carry too much electricity, which generates heat in undetectable amounts. The heat causes wear on the internal wiring system and can ignite a fire. What makes this even more dangerous is that many people don't realize they're doing it until it's too late. 2. Wrong wire sizes leading to overheating. Here's something most DIY enthusiasts get wrong. Wire size matters more than you think. Many DIY enthusiasts use wires that are too small for the electrical load, which can cause overheating, trip breakers, or even electrical fires. It's not just about getting electricity from point A to point B, it's about doing it safely. Professional electricians spend years learning how to calculate proper wire gauges, but weekend warriors often grab whatever wire looks good enough. Yet another problem source is using the wrong wire for the situation. For instance, choosing too small a gauge for the circuit's amperage, pulling the wrong type of wire through a conduit, or using indoor wire for an outdoor application. The result? Wires that can't handle the electrical load, creating a perfect recipe for disaster. Your home's electrical system is only as strong as its weakest link. 3. Missing or faulty junction boxes. Junction boxes aren't just suggestions, they're life-saving requirements. In fact, anywhere an electrical connection is made, it must be within a proper junction box. This safety rule is designed both to protect your electrical connections and to prevent the spread of sparks and heat if you have a short circuit or loose connection. Yet countless homeowners skip this crucial step during DIY projects. What happens when you don't use proper junction boxes? Electrical connections become exposed to combustible materials in your walls. Junction boxes cannot be buried or hidden in walls, floors, or ceilings. They must be flush with your drywall and accessible in case electrical repairs are needed. This isn't just about following rules, it's about preventing your house from becoming a tinderbox. Many electrical fires start from poorly protected connections that could have been easily prevented with proper junction boxes. 4. Reversed polarity. Shocking dangers. This mistake sounds technical, but its consequences are terrifyingly simple. Possibly the most dangerous of all common home electrical mistakes is reversing the hot and the neutral electrical wire. Reversed polarity can damage your electronics and carries the risk of severe, perhaps fatal, electric shock. When wires are connected backwards, appliances that should be safe become death traps. The problem with reversed polarity is that everything might seem to work normally at first. Your lights turn on, your appliances run, but underneath it all, there's a silent killer waiting. This is why incorrectly wired plug sockets can be absolutely deadly. Professional electricians know exactly how to identify and prevent this hazard, but DIY attempts often miss these critical details. One wrong connection could turn your entire electrical system into a hazard zone. 5. Improper grounding. Creating shock risk. Grounding isn't optional, it's your electrical system's safety net. The most common OSHA electrical violation is the improper grounding of equipment. Proper grounding can eliminate unwanted voltage and reduce the risk of electrocution. When electrical equipment isn't properly grounded, any fault in the system could send dangerous voltage through metal parts you might touch. Grounding is an important step in making your home electrical system safe. Think of it as an escape route for dangerous electrical current. Grounding is a crucial safety feature in any electrical system. Without proper grounding, your electrical outlets and appliances are at risk of causing shocks or surges. Unfortunately, grounding is often overlooked in DIY projects, which can lead to severe consequences. Many homeowners bypass grounding thinking it's just an extra step, not realizing they're essentially removing their safety net. 6. Loose wire connections causing arc faults. Loose connections are like ticking time bombs in your electrical system. Loose or improper wire connections are a common DIY mistake that can lead to power fluctuations, equipment damage, or even electrical shocks. For example, using the wrong type of connector or failing to tighten a wire securely can create significant safety hazards. These connections might work fine initially, but over time, they create dangerous arc faults. Arc faults are particularly dangerous because they generate intense heat in a very small area. This can create an arc fault, where electricity is released from the wiring and causes surrounding material to catch fire. Each year in the United States, arcing faults are responsible for starting more than 28,000 home fires, killing and injuring hundreds of people, and causing over $700 million in property damage. The scary part is that loose connections can develop over time, even in professionally installed systems, which is why regular electrical inspections are so important. 7. Using extension cords as permanent wiring. Extension cords are meant to be temporary solutions, not permanent fixes. Extension cords are convenient but not meant to be permanent solutions. Using extension cords as permanent wiring can lead to frayed wires and potential electrical hazards. Yet walk through most homes and you'll find extension cords that have been plugged in for months or even years. The danger intensifies when people use extension cords for high-power appliances. Extension cords should never be used for large appliances like refrigerators or microwaves, as they are not designed to handle such heavy loads. Using an extension cord in this way can cause it to overheat and potentially ignite. Roughly 3,300 home fires originate in extension cords each year, killing 50 people and injuring 270 more. This is a completely preventable tragedy that happens because people treat temporary solutions as permanent ones. 8. Mixing high wattage appliances on same circuit. Your electrical circuits have limits, and pushing them beyond those limits is a recipe for disaster. Give special consideration to appliances that use 1,000 or more watts, such as air conditioners, refrigerators, hot plates, irons, microwave ovens, dishwashers, heaters, and deep fryers. Avoid plugging them into the same outlet or circuit. These power-hungry appliances need their own dedicated circuits to operate safely. The problem is that many older homes weren't designed for today's electrical demands. This is especially the case in older homes where there simply aren't enough outlets to handle all of today's modern technologies and demanding appliances. It is important to remember that your home's electrical circuits are only equipped to provide a limited amount of electricity to each outlet at a given time. When you overload a circuit, it can trip breakers repeatedly, damage appliances, or worse, start a fire. The solution isn't to keep resetting the breaker, it's to upgrade your electrical system. 9. Installing outlets too close to water sources. Water and electricity create a deadly combination that claims lives every year. Recent data from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission shows that, on average, there are more than 400 electrocutions in the United States each year. These electrocutions are associated with consumer products. Of the approximate 180 related to consumer products, large appliances are responsible for 10%. Many of these deaths could be prevented with proper outlet placement and GFCI protection. GFCI outlets are designed to save lives, but they're often overlooked or improperly installed. More than 25% of consumers don't know that GFCIs can help prevent electrocution. Nearly one-half of U.S. families never test their GFCIs. This is shocking considering that GFCI outlets can mean the difference between a minor shock and a fatal electrocution. Installing ground fault circuit interrupter, GFCI, protected outlets is an effective way to minimize the risk of electric shock or electrocution. GFCIs will immediately cut off power if it detects someone receives a shock, helping prevent serious injury. 10. Ignoring circuit breaker capacity limit. Circuit breakers aren't suggestions, they're your electrical system's emergency brakes. All wiring systems have circuit breakers or fuses that disconnect power when circuits become overloaded. However, an improperly sized fuse or breaker can cancel this built-in safety feature. When people install the wrong size breaker or keep resetting tripped breakers without addressing the underlying problem, they're essentially disabling their safety system. Adding too many devices to a single circuit is another common mistake. Adding too many devices or appliances to a single circuit is another frequent issue. Overloaded circuits can result in frequent breaker trips and, in extreme cases, electrical fires. This can lead to flickering lights, tripped breakers, power surges, and even fires. The solution isn't bigger breakers, it's better electrical planning and possibly additional circuits installed by qualified professionals. 11. Using incorrect light bulb wattages. This seems like such a simple mistake, but it causes more fires than you might expect. Installing bulbs that exceed the recommended wattage can cause the light fixture to overheat, leading to an electrical fire. Always check the wattage requirements before installing bulbs to avoid this common hazard. That higher wattage bulb might give you better light, but it could also give you a house fire. Using a light bulb with a higher wattage than the lamp can safely accommodate may overload the lamp's wiring, which can cause a fire. Take steps to help avoid this household safety hazard by using a light bulb with wattage that's less than or equal to the maximum wattage printed on the lamp's socket. Overloading light fixtures is one of the most overlooked causes of electrical fires, especially in older homes where wiring may be outdated. Cloth, paper, or other flammable materials placed near lampshades can easily ignite if the light fixture overheats. This is preventable with simple awareness and following manufacturer guidelines. 12. Attempting DIY electrical work without proper training. This might be the most dangerous mistake of all. Thinking electrical work is a simple DIY project. It is possibly the #1 most dangerous outcome for both DIY electrical work and professional work. The difference is that DIY electrical work is often performed in an unskilled and untrained manner that leaves people open to electrocution. Professional electricians spend years learning their trade, yet many homeowners think they can master it in a weekend. The consequences of DIY electrical mistakes extend far beyond immediate safety concerns. Inadequately installed wiring or components in an electrical system not only poses a risk of injury or death, but it can significantly reduce the value of your property. Lack of knowledge and overconfidence is one of the most common causes of electrical accidents and injuries. Not only are you creating risk for yourself and others, but you may also affect the electrical system in your home or workplace, which could be an expensive problem to fix. Insurance companies also look dimly on DIY electrical work, especially when it causes problems.